Hey guys, now since Christmas is coming up, I felt that it was necessary to do a Christmassy themed makeup tutorial for those of you going to any Christmas parties or celebrations. I think that special occasions are a really fun excuse to do something a little bit different makeup wise. This makeup tutorial is based around the colours red and green and can be done with or without false eyelashes. It's completely up to you. This is my fresh face. As you can see, I'm very happy about that. So let's get crack-a-lacking. So I use my top clothes drawer in my chest of drawers to put my makeup in. I have no idea why I keep my makeup in a drawer. I just find it easy because I can just take it out whenever I need it and just put it on my face, and yeah, it's easy. I don't know. So first off, I'm going to start with my foundation, which is Dream Satin Liquid. It's a Maybelline Air Whipped Foundation Airbrush Finish in Ivory colour. So first of all, I should probably tell you that I use my fingers to put on my foundation. This probably isn't the best idea. You should probably use a sponge, but what the hell, this is a tutorial on how I do it, and this is how I do it. So, haha, there you go. So basically the next few seconds will be just me putting on foundation on pretty much every single part of my face. Possibly a little bit more foundation will go on certain areas which I'm not very happy with. For example, a lot of it will go on my cheeks and nose because of my freckles, which I don't like. And on red patches I sometimes get on my face, usually around my nose. It's also pretty important that you don't forget about your eyes as well. You need to put quite a bit of foundation around your eye or concealer around your eyes because it brings them out and it brightens them up, makes you look fresher. Also here I'm doing my forehead because you can't forget about any part of your face, even if your fringe is going to be covering it, even if you think that it's not going to be seen. You cannot forget about any part of your face when applying foundation. Especially, and I stress this, especially your neck. Please do not forget about your neck. If you do, I will cry. Right, so now you can either apply a second foundation, you can do a mousse after doing liquid foundation. I sometimes do that depending on how long I know the night's going to be. If I want my makeup to stay on loads, I do too, but I'm not going to do it in this case. But now I'm going to be using a powder. This powder is Rimmel London's Clear Complexion. I cannot stand powders that are too dark. If they are too dark, they make you go orange and make you patchy, and it's just disgusting. So if you're light like me, get a very light powder. Mine's 21 transparent apparently. So obviously all I'm doing here is getting a brush and putting it on my face. I love powder so much, I don't think I can even survive without powder because it sets your foundation. If you just wear foundation without powder, your face just goes sticky and it's disgusting. I don't understand how some people cannot use powder. I don't understand it. It also sets your foundation, so that's also why you need powder in your lives. God, my forehead's huge. Next up we have blusher. I have no idea what this blusher is called. All I know is it says your best friend on the back. So sorry about that. But this is what it looks like on the inside. Oh, hello. I'm going to be using these brownie colours for my blusher because I don't want to use anything too pink because of so much that will be going on my eye makeup. So I don't want my face to look too crazy. So now I'm done with that, I'm going to be moving on to my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I use an eyebrow pencil called Models Prefer. It's double-ended. One end looks like a mascara wand. It's basically a brush for your eyebrows. And the other end is the eyebrow pencil. Yay! So basically all I'm doing here is brushing my eyebrows to make sure that all the eyebrow hairs are going in the right direction. How exciting. And now, by the looks of it, I'm about to draw on my eyebrows. I don't do it too thick, but I do it just enough to make my eyebrows enhanced. I'm not like one of them girls that go around with caterpillar eyebrows. When it comes to maintaining my eyebrows, basically I pluck them myself. I let the arch grow naturally, like the arch part is my natural arch, and I just pluck the bit underneath the eyebrow myself. I have no idea if that made any sense. So yeah, now they're done, I'm just brushing them into place. Okay, so now it's eye makeup time. For the eye makeup, I'm going to be using Scarlet and Crimson. This is by Ruby Hammer and Millie Kendall, and I really like this palette because it has really bright colours that actually stay on your eye. So I'm going to be using the bright white in this one. I don't think it really matters what you apply eyeshadow with, but I'm going to be using Model's Own. It's got a thick and a thin sponge on either end, so I find that really handy, and I will be needing a thin sponge to do this part. Basically all I'm doing here is applying the white to the very corner of my eye and the inner part of my eyelid and just underneath my eye as well. I'm only going to be applying this white eyeshadow on half of my eyelid. Doing this makes your eyes look bigger. And then I'm going to be doing the exact same on the other eye. Next up, I'm going to open my magical palette of many colours. You don't need a specific expensive palette to do this. Mine was kinda cheap. It's got every colour, and today I'm going to be using a red colour because it's Christmas and Christmas is about redness. So I'm going to be using the one above the dark red, so the lighter red first. And this is when you literally just add a strip of red colour next to the white you've already applied. Don't worry about blending in at the moment, you don't need to concentrate on that. We will concentrate on blending in a bit. So now to blend them two colours a bit more together, we're going to get our white again, and we're just going to very, very gently go over the line between the red and the white. And look, it blends! Yay! Here I'm just adding a little bit of white on the crease of my eyelids so that it blends a little bit more and it just looks a little less dramatic. Now I am blending in the other eye. I'm doing the exact same thing on the other eye. And then here I'm putting white in the crease again. Yeah! Now we're going to be using the darker red, which is underneath the lighter one we just used, and we're going to be using that to put on the outer part of our eye. I actually sometimes find this bit quite difficult because I'm never sure how far to make it go or whether to do it like pointy or just rounded. I just find it difficult sometimes, but you can always correct it if you don't like the look of it afterwards using a cotton bud and just wiping away the part you don't like. And that's exactly what I'm about to do here, by the looks of it. And then once it looks something like that, you're going to be using glitter. Christmas is all about glitter for me, so I'm going to be using a Stargazer eye glitter, eye dust, whatever you want to call it, and it looks amazing. Look at that, that is gorgeous. So I'm going to be using a tiny bit of this. A little goes a long way, so remember that. You're going to be using a thicker sponge. That much glitter is needed, and you're just going to blow on it, and you're just going to dab it onto the middle part of your eye. As you can see, I've hardly used much. I'm just using a little bit so it's not too obvious that I've got it on, but then you can see the shimmer of the goldiness. Looks pretty. So next up, we're going to be using another Christmas colour, which is of course green, and we're going to be using this ever so slightly. We're not going to be using a darker green, we're going to be using a slightly brighter green, because this is going to be going under our eyes and there's only going to be a little bit of it. Using the tip of the applicator, you're just going to be putting a bit of green on it, and you're just going to be putting it just slightly on the outer corner of your eye at the bottom, like so. I don't actually know whether normal people put eyeshadow here, and you probably should use eyeliner, but I don't have green eyeliner and I think this works just as well, so I'm sorry if that's wrong in any way. So here is the look so far. I think it looks quite good. So now we're going to be using eyeliner. This is liquid eyeliner Glam Eyes by Rimmel London. I always use liquid eyeliner now. I just find it so much easier to use. Some people hate it because they think that they're going to go wrong and they can't get rid of what they've done, but that's not true. You just apply it, and then if you don't like it, you can just take it off with a Q-tip or a earbud, whatever you call them. But yeah, this is literally me just putting on a tiny bit of eyeliner and a very small flick as well. Not using too much eyeliner for this because too much eyeshadow with too much eyeliner looks really tacky. As you can see, I've only applied the eyeliner on the outer corner of my eye. I haven't put any on the inner corner because I want to keep the white there, and white makes your eyes look bigger as well, so that's why I'm not applying any eyeliner there. Now I'm just going to be doing the exact same thing on the other eye. It's very hard to try and keep this equal, but if you just try as hard as possible to keep looking at the eye you've already done and looking at the eye you're doing to get them at the same sort of look. So now that's done, that's what it looks like so far, and I think I'm quite happy with this. Now I'm going to be using a mascara. Now this is Scandaleyes Mascara Extreme Black by Rimmel London. I used to use the Colossal Volume Express, not the waterproof version, although I'm showing you the waterproof version right now. But I used to use that one, but for this one time I'm using this mascara because it came in a sale, so I thought, why the hell not? How I apply my mascara is going down on my eyelashes before going up. So that's my way of doing it. People always ask me how I get my eyelashes so long. Basically, all I do is go over it for so many times for such a long time until I'm happy with the length of them. and the thickness. And then you do the same with the other eye, obviously, otherwise you'd look a bit creepy. As you can see, this bit goes on for quite some time because I spent quite a lot of time on my eyelashes going over and over and over, making them really long and thick. On the bottom ones I go right and left before going up and down to get the length of my eyelashes, and once I have the length I move down with the brush. This bit may seem odd, but I use a Q-tip or an earbud to basically curl my eyelashes. I don't have an eyelash curler, I probably should invest in one, but I use this just to sort out my eyelashes, and if there's any eyelashes which are having their own thing going on, I just move them to where I want them to be, and I just basically sort them out with these eye buds. So this is what it looks like now. However, you can add false eyelashes to enhance your eyes, make them bigger and such. I got these eyelashes in a pack of like 12 or something. I don't know where exactly I got these from because it's a different language. So I think I may have got it from eBay, just a random business who sells eyelashes, I guess. So a lot of people struggle with putting on false eyelashes. I struggle sometimes. All it simply involves is putting on a thin line of glue. After putting the eyelash glue on the eyelashes, you wait a few minutes for the eyelash glue to go a bit sticky so it's easier to stick onto your eyes, and then you try and stick them to as close as you can where your actual eyelashes start on your eyelid. As you can see, I ripped mine off as soon as possible. I can't stand having false eyelashes on my face. So that is the complete Christmas look. I really hope you guys enjoyed.